Hello everyone, this is Shraddha and today I will explain the kingdom Animalia. So in this lecture I will explain all the phylums like Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Nematohelminthes and the vertebrate like Pisces, amphibians, how you can reach them from the kingdom Animalia. So means in your classes, in your graduation, you can write the classification. Means any species you have to write that which phylum they coordinate, which superclass they have, which classes they have, which genus they have. So how you can get from the kingdom Animalia. So I will explain all this in this lecture. So welcome to my channel Knowledge Center. So first I will define that the kingdom Animalia means all the animals included in this kingdom only. This kingdom further divided into two parts, which is the basis. So cellular level of organism and second one is tissues level of organism. Cellular level of organism, in that only one phylum is there, Porifera. Means Porifera have only cell. They are not, they don't have tissues. And next one is the tissue level of organism. So they are divided into three parts. Means first is a acoelomate. Acoelomate means no body cavity between epidermis and gastrodermis. So Coelenterata and Platyhelminthes are going to be in this phylum acoelomate. Then pseudocoelomate, they have not a true coelom. Nematoda in this phylum. And coelomate is an organism that have true fluid filled body cavity. Okay, so this is the coelomate. So coelomate now, this coelomate is further divided into two parts. One is a mesodermic cell, form a single cell during growth of the embryo, and second one is coelom from the pouches picked off from the endoderm. Means in this form they have two parts, no notochords and notochord present. Means they have no not notochord is not present. So Echinodermata phylum included in this category, and second one is no notochord present. Means in this category all the species have notochord. So this is notochord present in this category. This is divided into two parts, protochordata and the chordata. Chordata is have, they have a cord, vertebral column. And now when we talk about the chordates, so they have the vertebral column. This is divided further into two groups. One group is a lower chordate, they are called acraniata, and second is a higher chordate, they called craniata. So in the graduation, I think first and second year you have all these phylums: hemichordata, urochordata, cephalochordata, and vertebrata. So I think this lecture is helpful for you. So the acraniata, what is acraniata? They have a lack of true skull or vertebral column. Matlab means they don't have vertebral column. And the second one is craniata, so they have vertebral column. Okay, so in this craniata, we pick the craniata. Craniata is further divided into three subphylum. First is a hemichordate. Hemi means half. Means in this category, the species have half chordates character and half protochordates character. So hemichordates have an example of balanoglasses. And second subphylum is a urochordate. Urochordates, euro means tail. Means in this form the species have notochord extended towards the posterior part. Euro means tail, so notochord extended towards the posterior form. They are called urochordates. For example, Herdmania. And third one is a cephalochordate. So cephalo means heart, head. So cephalochordates have a notochord extended towards the anterior part of the body. So the example of the Amphioxus. Okay, and fourth phylum is the vertebrata. So when we talk about vertebrata, so the vertebral column is present in this phylum, and this phylum is divided into two division: Agnatha and Gnathostomata. Agnatha, they are the jawless animal, and Gnathostomata, they have the animal with have the jaws for chewing the food. So in the Agnatha, we picked it, so it is divided into two classes: Ostracoderma and Cyclostomata. Okay, you can see. Ostracodermy, this is the extinct fishes, and Cycloistomata, they have jawless sucking mouth. For example, Petromyzon. Now in the Gnathoistomata, they have two super classes, Pisces and Tetrapod. Pisces, you know that Pisces means fishes, all the fishes included in this super class. So this Pisces is further divided into three classes. These are the classes: Placodermy, Chondrichthyes and Ostricthyes. So Placodermy is the extinct fishes. All the extinct fishes included in this class. And in the chondrichthyes, they have cartilaginous skeleton. For example, shark and rays. And ostricthyes, they have bony structure, bony skeleton. For example, catfishes and lungfishes. Now we turn to the superclass 2, tetrapod. So tetrapod, they have four limb, means two hands and two legs. So they are divided into four phylum: amphibians, reptiles, apes and mammals. Amphibians, all the they are the water, they can live in the water as well as in the land also. That's why they are called amphibian. For example, frog. Second is a reptile, for example, lizard. Third is the apes, they are fly in the sky. So okay, these are the apes. And last one is the mammals. Humans are included in this phylum. So this is all about the classification. I will give the detail in the description box so you can get it, and you can take the screenshot also, but it's not coming in the full screen. Okay, so if you understand, that is the kingdom Animalia. There is a Porifera, Coelentata, Platyhelminthes, nematodes, then protozoa and chordates. So in the chordates, there is a Acranata and Craniata. Craniata have hemichordate, urochordate, and cephalochordate, and Craniata have vertebral column. Vertebrata have divided into two, Agnatha and Gnathoistomata. Now Agnatha is divided into Ostracodermy and Cycloistomata, and Gnathoistomata divided into Pisces and Tetrapod. So Pisces is further divided into Placodermy, Chondrichthyes and Ostricthyes, and Tetrapod have four type of phylums: amphibian, reptiles, apes and mammalia, and human is included in this phylum, mammals. Thank you for watching.